Hey guys, it's Jay. Today I'm going to be reviewing these markers I found at the dollar store. They're alcohol markers and it was $3.50 for 6 markers, which is awesome. Like, that's probably the cheapest marker that you can buy in store in the book, like, that I found. So it comes with the rainbow pack and these like earth tone packs plus a pink. I don't know. These are them swatched out. They're a lot brighter than the caps, so just be wary of that. Well, brighter, darker, you know. For example, this marker, Pastel Peach, you can see it looks like a pale, like, white skin tone, but it actually looks like that. It's really orange. So, yeah, that's really annoying. But for the price, that's still pretty good. And they blend all right. Here's a little blending test I did. You can see it's not amazing, but it blends better than like Crayola markers. So yeah, there's really not a huge range of colors, so that is the one downside. But if you're just looking for something to start off with, then these would be pretty great. This is what they look like. They're from the brand Craft. And I actually looked up some cheap markers, and I found the exact same markers rebranded. I don't know if you would say rebranded. Just they're branded as bold mirror markers. And Doodle Date actually made a video about them. And these are the exact same markers. The names are different, and the brand is different. But these are the exact same markers. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. And I'm pretty sure Bold Mirror is a British company, because I've only seen British people review them, so I don't know if you can get them anywhere else, but these I got at Dollarama, and I live in Canada, so if you live in Canada, check these out. I honestly don't even know if Dollarama is in the US or not, and I'm starting to lose my voice because I tried to film this like 5 times, but yeah, so I did a little speed paint testing out these markers, so enjoy watching that. I'll talk to you later. Bye! So here's the speed paint. Yeah, I've never done this before, so I don't really know what to say, but I'm just trying my best. This is filmed at a really weird angle because I don't really have a tripod or anything. I just put my phone on top of my marker case, and I was like, hey, that looks alright. And that's how I filmed it. So I just drew Diva from Overwatch because there were a lot of browns and there was a pink, and I was like, well, Diva has brown hair and she has pink Doritos, so that's what I drew. I'm not like a great artist or anything, so sorry about that, but I'm trying my hardest. Yeah, so just inking and adding fine details and stuff like that. I quickly realized that I don't really have a lot of colors to choose from, so most of this coloring isn't really like super, you know, blended and stuff. Like for the eyes, I darkened them up a bit, but that was pretty much the most blending that I did. So it's mostly just blocks of color that I've added, like, I don't know how to describe it. I just, you know, put down sheets of color. I didn't like make it super, I didn't give it a lot of depth, I guess is a way to say it, which you can't really do that because they just don't give you a lot of color options. And as you can see, I go in with the skin tone, the orangey skin tone that I talked about earlier, and I'm just kind of outlining the important features and giving it like as if I was shading, because if I had done that color on all of her skin, it just would have looked really orange and just not good. So I just kind of gave it a little pop of color around the edges to still show that her skin tone is that color, but I left a lot of white space, which actually I think turned out pretty well because I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I'm still I'm really a beginner at markers, so this was just me trying to figure things out as I went along. So for her hair, I used the same skin tone color that I did around her face, and I decided that I wanted to give her highlights. So I went in with that color and I blocked out where the lighter highlight shade would be. I think it turned out alright, but having the highlight color be the same as her skin maybe wasn't the best option, but I didn't really have anything else to do, and I wanted her hair to be a little more interesting than just a sheet of brown, so that's what I ended up doing. And in the end, I think it turned out alright, because after I was done the illustration, I did go in with my trusty white gel pen, and that adding white highlights just always makes everything better. So then I'm going in with that dark brown, and I just pretty much color the rest of the hair that color. And without anything else, that would have just looked really dark and just kind of a little too basic, just having a sheet of brown for the hair, you know? So, yeah. So, I didn't even think about it, but I should probably talk about how the markers perform. And the brown is the color that I definitely ended up using the most, and it was really smooth. It didn't like leave any streaks or anything, and the chisel tip was really handy for coloring those big spaces, and the fine tip was really good for getting into those smaller little spaces. The ink did bleed a little bit past where you put it, you know, like it bled through the lines just a tad bit, but it wasn't too bad. Like, I have some other markers, the Touch New markers, you probably heard about them. Those do bleed through, some of them do at least, bleed through the lines a lot more, but these ones actually, they're not that bad. Now I'm going in with the blue color just because I wanted to use more colors than like a brown, a peach, and a pink, you know? So I decided to make her shirt blue. So then I go in with the gray color, this dark blue gray color, just to give her skin some more shading and more depth, I guess, because it just looked a little plain to me. So just lightly lined with gray. Finally, the cherry on top of every illustration I ever do, white highlight. So I add some white highlight to the nose, the mouth, and what I do the most is definitely the hair. I wasn't really happy with the hair, so I just went in and I put white everywhere. I put it on the already highlighted aspect, and I think that just made it a bit more interesting. And I added white lines because I had made little black lines on the hair, and so I just went over them in white just to give them a bit more pop. And yeah, so that's pretty much my video. My review or rating, I guess, would be that I really do like these markers. I think they work really well for the price and like the accessibility, being able to get them at the dollar store. I think that's really cool. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Well, maybe like 9 out of 10. But yeah, so if you're interested, I definitely recommend picking these up because it's a small investment. This was my review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!